chairperson, Jalaur, we are conducting today the Prebid conference on the 11th project. But before we start, proceed with the engineer, Aquino, student, to lead the Prebid. And you're writing there with the Prebid conference to be honored. This is being live streamed through the YouTube channel account of DPWH Virtual and Polot-an, International to do the please be informed that payout of private members the needs to provide statistics and procurement of infrastructure are present, so we have to follow these documents. Thank you, Ms. With the presence of the three members of the Business World Committee, there exists a forum who will now proceed with the previous conference. I request the members of the technical working group as well as representatives from the PDD to present the data of each project. Contract ID number 25G0000 Contract name, construction of convention center, San Jose, Enriquez. Location, San Jose, Enriquez, Liberty Capiz. Regional officing. Funding source, FY 2025 GAA. Approved budget for the project is 48,250,000 pesos. Scope of work, site development which includes concrete works for fence and land, including foundation with pedestal, PVCP, bottom wall, roadway lighting, temporary and street light plaza, parking area, electrical work and finishing. Contract duration 267 calendar days. For the major category of work, building construction without piles, low rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For the similar categories of work, building construction with piles, high rise, concrete frame, includes piles, 6 to 12 stories. Building construction with piles, high rise, concrete frame, piles, low rise, concrete frame, single piles, 1 to 5 stories. Building construction without piles, high rise, concrete frame, 6 to 12 stories. Building construction without piles, high rise, concrete frame, 3 to 12 stories. Building construction with piles, medium rise, concrete frame, single piles, 6 to 15 stories. Building construction with piles, medium rise, concrete frame, technically spot 6 to 15 stories. Building construction without piles, medium rise, concrete frame, 6 to 15 stories. For building fire, major category of work, building construction without piles, low rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier is not applicable. For the list of key personnel, for the position of 1 project manager, 1 project engineer, 1 Minimum years of total work experience is 5, the same with remaining years of experience in Iloilo. For the list of key equipment units, 1 carrier mixer, 1 vacuum, 2 dump truck, 1 plate compactor, 2 compass separator, 1 bar cutting single phase, 1 bar gathering single phase, 2 welding machine electric tubing with output, 1 cutting outfit, 1 truck mounted crane and 2 capacity, 1 payloader, 1 bulldozer, 4 transporter, 1 speeder, and 1 water truck with cut. Please take note of these items. For contract ID number 24300152 Prebid, contract name, Algeria Hospital, Aquino, District Hospital, Account. Location in Capital Atlantic, commencing August, virtual August 6. Funding source, FY 2025 GA. Approved budget for the contract is 29,850,000 pesos. Scope of work, construction of 2-story building, including tile work, plumbing work, ceiling work, electrical, APE, mechanical and plumbing, electronic fashion, and ECE and mechanical works for existing buildings. Contract duration 267 calendar days. For the major category of work, buildings, construction without tiles, low-rise, concrete, 1 to 5 stories. For the similar categories of work, buildings, construction with tiles, high-rise, concrete, cabin frame tiles, 6 to 12 stories. Building, construction with tiles, high-rise, concrete, cabin frame tiles, 16 and above stories. Buildings, construction with tiles, low-rise, concrete, cabin frame tiles, 1 to 5 stories. Buildings, construction with tiles, high-rise, concrete, living tiles, 6 and above stories. Buildings, construction with tiles, high-rise, concrete, living tiles, 16 and above stories. Buildings, construction with tiles, low-rise, concrete, living tiles, 1 to 5 stories. Buildings, construction without tiles, high-rise, concrete, 16 and above stories. Buildings, construction without tiles, high-rise, concrete, 16 and above stories. Buildings, construction with tiles, living rise, concrete, living tiles, 6 to 15 stories. Buildings, construction with tiles, living rise, concrete, concrete tiles, 6 to 15 stories. Buildings, construction without tiles, living rise, concrete, 6 to 15 stories. For the major category of work, buildings, construction without tiles, low-rise, concrete, 1 to 5 stories. Example of qualifier is not applicable. For the list of key personnel for the position of 1 project manager, 1 project engineer, 1 project inspector, 1 materials engineer, 1 safety officer, and 1 foreman. The minimum years of total work experience is 5, and the minimum years of experience is other works. For the list of key equipment units, 1 vacuum, 1 together, 1 together, 2 equipment dividers, 2 plastic baskets, 1 dump truck, 1 microwave. Plate compactor, 1 concrete, electric tubing with output, 1 truck mounted crane. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID numbers 156G00003, contract name, Rehabilitation, major repair of permanent bridges, Capiz, along Iloilo Capiz Road and Nuevo. Location, Road, City, Capiz, Superintendent Office, Regional Office 6. Funding source, FY 2026 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract is 19,995,1 Scope of work for Part A, facilities for the engineer, Part B, other general requirements, Part C, earthwork, Part F, bridge construction, Part H, lane structure. Contract duration is 122 and 30. Major category of work, bridges, rehabilitation, concrete superstructure without tiles. For similar categories of work, bridges, construction, concrete superstructure without tiles. Bridges, construction, concrete superstructure with using tiles. Bridges, construction, concrete structure with capital plate tiles. Bridges, retrofitting concrete superstructure without tiles. Bridges, retrofitting concrete superstructure with Prebid, regional retrofitting concrete superstructure with Capiz. For the major category of work, regional rehabilitation concrete superstructure without pallet, example of qualifier is not applicable. For the use of key personnel for the position of one project manager, one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer, one safety officer, and one foreman. The minimum years of total work experience is five, the same with the minimum years of experience in singular work. For the list of key equipment units, one air compressor, one generator set, one cubic hammer, one hammer drilling machine, 750 watts 38 millimeters, one industrial vacuum cleaner, and one grinding machine and accessories. Please take note of these terms. For contract ID number 26G00004, contract name, President Corazon, Aquino Avenue, location in the Philippine Safety Implementing Office, Regional Office. Funding source, FY 2026 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract is 43,254,968 pesos and 93 centavos. For the scope of work, Part A, facilities for the engineer, Part B, other general requirements, Volume 2, Part C, earthwork, Part D, base to base course, Part G, drainage and flow protection structures, Part H, miscellaneous structure. Contract duration 273 calendar days. For the major category of work, roads, construction, drainage, example, reinforced concrete pipe culvert, reinforced concrete box culvert. For similar categories of work, construction, drainage, example, post, and open conduit, pillars. For the major category of work, roads, construction, drainage, example, reinforced concrete pipe culvert, reinforced concrete box culvert. Example of qualifier is not applicable. For the list of key personnel for the position of one project manager, one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer, one safety officer, and one foreman. The minimum years of total work experience is five, the same with the minimum years of experience in similar work. For the list of key equipment units, one vacuum vibrator, one cargo truck, two concrete vibrators, two dump trucks, one motorized road grader, one vacuum mixer, one payloader, one vibrator roller, and one water truck with pump. Please take note of the capacity. For contract ID number 26G00005, contract name, Rehabilitation, Major Repair of Permanent Bridges, Jalaur Bridge along Bante-Banga, Polot-an, Barotac, Nuevo Road, location, Barangay, Capiz, Barotac, Nuevo, Iloilo. Implementing Office, Regional Office 6, funding source, FY 2026 National Expenditure Program, approved body of works, regions rehabilitation concrete superstructure without pallet, regions construction concrete superstructure without pallet, regions construction concrete superstructure with ribbon pallet, regions construction concrete superstructure with capital face pallet, regions retrofitting concrete superstructure without pallet, regions retrofitting concrete superstructure with ribbon pallet, regions retrofitting concrete superstructure with cut-in-place pipe. For the major category of work, regions rehabilitation concrete superstructure without pallet. Example of qualifier is not applicable. List of key personnel for the position of one project manager, one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer, one safety officer, and one foreman. The minimum years of total work experience is five, the same with the minimum years of experience in similar work. For the list of key equipment units, one air compressor, one generator set, launch hammer, one hammer drilling machine, one industrial vacuum cleaner, and one grinding machine and accessories. Please take note of their recovery. Contract item number 26G00006, contract name Iloilo Circumferential Road to Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Location, Lebanon and Santa Barbara, Iloilo. Implementing office, regional office 6. Funding source, FY 2026 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract is 62,036,400. $141,080. For the scope of work, Part A facilities for the engineer, Part B other general requirements, Part C earthwork, Part D subway bridge course, Part E circuit courses, Part G drainage and flood protection structures, Part H miscellaneous structures. Contract duration 198 months. For the major category of works, roads, construction, PCCP. For similar categories of works, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP. Roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. The major category of works is roads, construction, PCCP. Example of qualifiers. It has completed reconstruction and reblocking, including base forest covering 50% of the item of work of the project. May include airports, runways, taxiways, and aprons. For the list of key personnel, the position of one project manager, one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer, one safety officer, and one foreman. The minimum years of total work experience is 5, the same with the minimum years of experience in similar works. For the list of key equipment units, one applicator machine, one backhoe, one backhoe breaker, one backhoe wheel, one bulldozer, one concrete service truck, one concrete spreader, two concrete refrigerators, two dump trucks, one milling machine. Please take note of these items. One bagger mixer, one plane loader, one plate compactor, one vibratory roller, and one water truck with pump. Again, please take note of these items. Contract ID number 26G00007. Contract name Maayon-Sara, Bypass Road, Maayon, Capiz. Location Maayon, Capiz. Implementing office, regional office 6. Funding source FY 2026 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract is 43,254,968. Transportation PCCP and roads construction tunnel PCCP. For the major category of works, roads construction PCCP. Further being example of qualifiers that have completed reconstruction and reblocking, including base force covering 50% of the item of work of the project. May include airports, runways, taxiways, and aprons. For the list of key personnel for the position of one project manager, one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer, one safety officer, and one foreman. The minimum years of total work experience is 5, the same with the minimum years of experience in similar work. For the list of key equipment units, one applicator machine, one backhoe breaker, one backhoe wheel sanchez, one bulldozer, one cargo service truck, one concrete dash plant, one concrete spreader, two concrete separators, two dump trucks, one kneading machine. Please take note of their products. One bagger mixer, one plane loader, four assistant mixer, one vibratory roller, and one water truck with pump. Please take note of the equipment. Contract ID number 26G00008. Contract name Iloilo Circumferential Road 3, San Miguel, Iloilo. Location San Miguel, Iloilo. Implementing office, regional office 6. Funding source FY 2026 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract is 38,772,588 pesos and 93 centavos. Scope of work. Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthwork. Part D, sub-base and base course. Part E, surface courses. Part C, drainage and slope protection structures. Part H, miscellaneous structures. Contract duration, 158 $13. The major category of works, roads, construction, PCCP. For the similar categories of works, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP. Roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. Major category of works, roads, construction, PCCP. Example of qualifier, which have completed road construction and re-blocking, including base forest, covering 50% of the icicle work of the project. They include airport runways, taxiways, and aprons. Release of key personnel for the position of one project manager, one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials agent, and one safety officer, and one foreman. The minimum years of total work experience 5. The same with the minimum years of experience in similar work. Release of key equipment units, one backhoe, one preventer, one repairer, one bulldozer, one cargo truck, two concrete graders, one concrete shredder, one concrete slab, two dump trucks, one joint feeder machine. These is not in their capacities. One motorized road grader, one on diagram mixer, two payloader, one plate compactor, one rubber turner roller, and one water truck with pump. These things are not there for movement. For contract ID number 26G00009, contract name, Iloilo Bypass Road, Tigbauan, Iloilo. Location, Tigbauan, Iloilo. Implementing Aquino Regional Office 2024 FY 2026 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract is 58,158,883 pesos and 9 centavos. Scope of work. Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthwork. Part F, bridge construction. And Part G, drainage and flood protection structure. Contract duration is 2 calendar days. For the major category of works, roads, construction, railway. Similar categories of works, roads, construction, asphalt. Roads, construction, PCGP. Roads, rehabilitation, asphalt. Roads, rehabilitation, PCGP. For the major category of works, roads, construction, railway. Example of qualifier is for the use of key personnel for the position of one project manager, one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer, one safety officer, and one foreman. The minimum years of total work experience is 5. The same with the minimum years of experience in similar roles. List of key equipment units: 2 backhoe, 1 backhoe, 1 launcher, 2 bar bender, 1 car cutter, 1 bulldozer, 1 cargo service truck, 1 concrete grader, 1 cutting outfit, 2 dump trucks, 2 motorized road graders. These maintenance of the capacity. 1 packer mixer, 2 payloader, 1 plate compactor. These maintenance of the capacity. Contract ID number 26G00010, contract name, Capiz Bypass Road, Iloilo. Location, Capiz City, Iloilo. Implementing Office, Regional Office 2024 FY 2026 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract is 77,545,177 pesos and 46 centavos. Scope of work. Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part B, sub-base and base courses. Part A, service courses. Part H, miscellaneous structure. Contract duration, 2 calendar days. For the major category of work, roads, construction, PCCP. Similar categories of work, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP. Roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. For the major category of works, roads, construction, PCCP, example of qualifier, which have completed road including base course covering 50% of the item work of the project. They include airport runways, taxiways, and aprons. For the position for leading key personnel for the position of one project manager, one project engineer, one project inspector, one materials engineer, one safety officer, and one foreman to minimum years of total work experience applied the same minimum years of experience in similar work. For the lead of key equipment units, one bar cutter, one boom truck, one bar machine truck, one concrete bench pump, one concrete stone, one concrete spreader, two concrete grader, one joint feeder machine, one motorized road grader, and one motorized grader. Please take note of that. One loader, one straight machine concrete, work transit mixer, one material roller, and one truck rate pump. Please take note of their for the lead of key personnel. For key two plant contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignment, but with an aggregate cost of 1.5 billion pesos. For PE1, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignment, each costing more than 150 million pesos, but with an aggregate cost of 1 billion pesos. For professional project engineer, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignment, each costing more than 100 million pesos, but with aggregate cost of 500 million pesos. So only accredited project engineers should be assigned to DPWH projects subject to the following limits of assignment. Under Section 17.0 of bid data sheet, only authorized licensed officers whose name appears on the contractor's registration certificate or CRC with the presentation of his or her ID duly issued by its construction firm shall be allowed to purchase and submit or draw bidding documents. To all concerned leaders, pursuant to the numbered memorandum dated November 19, 2025, issued by the Prudential BD1, secretaries are hereby notified of the following directives. First, the mandatory inclusion in the bidding document that all procuring entities bid to the warrant committees are directed to include under ICD 12.1H project requirements the mandatory submission of the following documents. The latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information of the OI duly received by the securities point 1 of the IRR of RA number 12009, Podium issued an advisory number 2025-007, which requires entities with existing platinum membership to update their eligibility documents when submitting their latest GIS reflecting the VOI to the government of the Philippines Official Merchant Registry or GOP-01. Third is the compliance requirement. In view of the foregoing, all bidders are hereby required to maintain in their soldiers registration a valid and updated GIS reflecting VOI duly submitted to the SEC and submit as part of their bid the following latest SEC received the GIS with VOI for corporations and sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership for all bidders, including sole proprietorship, using the prescribed form and Annex A. So failure to comply with the above requirements shall render the bid non-responsive. This bid bulletin shall form an integral part in the bidding document for guidance and strict compliance. So for the schedule, deadline for submission of clarification December 12, 2025. Deadline for submission of bids December 23, 2025. Number of copies of bid proposal, one original copy, technical, international, and envelope of his bid, place the submission bid, bidding room of DPWH, regional office, for the envelope in the bill bid.
For the eligibility requirements, we have Class A documents, legal documents, valid PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, as per GPPB Resolution Number 15, Series of 2021. Technical documents, we have statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules with certificate of acceptance. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period, or original copy of notarized bill securing declaration and project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. List of contractors' minimum material testing equipment as per DO11 Series of 2017. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of a joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents, the prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, or NFCC. For Class B documents or for joint venture, valid joint venture agreement, and if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case of the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the technical documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of technical documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively in the right-hand top margin, and signed below page number by a duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. For the submission and receipt of bids, so here are the contents of the second envelope or financial proposal. Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid, and cash flow by quarter. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the financial documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of financial documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively at the right top margin, and signed below page number by duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of the bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient documents in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. So here are the common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and post-disqualification of bidders. Failure to submit the original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form, and late submission of bid. We also have failure to submit supporting documents, example, certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project if equipment pledged is to be leased or purchased, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Unsatisfactory CPES rating. Here are the common errors in the submission of bids. Single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, the Board of Secretaries certificate and board resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement. For partnership, as indicated in the Articles of Partnership. For the bid security, the bid validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. For the bid security validity period, it's 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. So the bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. So we have cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable LC issued by a universal or commercial bank. So the amount of bid security for the mentioned items, not less than percentage of the ABC, is 2%. For surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security is 5%. For the bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices and figures versus words, words prevail. For total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails. Unit cost and detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, BOQ prevails. If above ABC, it is disqualified. For post-qualification, verification, validation, and ascertainment of statements made and documents submitted, we have the legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, agreements, and exclusion in any blacklist. For technical requirements, we have key personal minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied, availability and commitment of major construction equipment, failure of the prospective bidder to state the complete technical description of the pledged equipment in the specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement, shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security as per DO number 58, series of 2012. For technical requirements, performance in ongoing government and private contracts, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contract per conditions at the term of inspection. DO number 127, series of 2018, strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security, financial requirements, bid price proposal, and NFCC. So here are the notes on the personal and equipment requirements of the project as per DO number 9, series of 2012, or technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that one personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded to the contract, and 2, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. Also, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded in a contract under bidding. These certifications shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also, to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected, and if any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified. So for the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. Contract award should be made within the bid validity period. Subcontracting is not allowed.
Presentation of the reviews about the project under Prebid. We request from our respective members if you have questions or clarification. Yes. Sir, for category of work, the major category of work is being prepared by the DPWH regional office. But when it comes to the eligibility or the determination of whether you are qualified based on your experience vis-a-vis the major category of work, I think it should have been it should have been or it should it is being determined by the central government or the civil work application. In my for the determination of your capacity to enter to bid for the particular project, you should have 50% experience. Percent of the scope of work or 40% of the specific item. Let's say when kung ang isang major category of work is more than 40%, then it is considered as major category of work. It's either you are referring to your SLCC or the civil sergeant contract. Kaya mo na siya ang constitute sa iyong experience to qualify for the particular contract to be bid. Ang iyong SLCC, dapat pareho siya sa among na contract na binibid. Let's say, people cooperative of road na siya, dapat may 40% kasi na. May 50% is sarado na natapos mo. Completed. LCC that is for the determination of your experience sa major category. reviewing issue the necessary input to clarify. being no questions, there being no more presentation for this particular Prebid conference,